Good morning from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and the time is 2:24 in the afternoon. I am at my apartment, but it is a sad day because today is my final day in the country of Argentina. Today starts the 3-day journey to our next country. It is going to take a lot of flights, a lot of time, a lot of connection. I am packing the bags, the big bag, the electronics bag, some random things, the garbage, shoes. I have about 5 hours until my flight takes off, so I will leave in about 2 or 3 hours to go to the airport because I need to do immigration. Where are we going? Well, I think that would be a nice surprise not to tell you exactly where we're going. However, I will tell you the first place that we were going to is back to the United States. I'm not excited either. I have to pick up an item in New York, but to do that, I have to fly to Atlanta. From Atlanta, I need to connect to New York. Well, then once I land in New York, we have another flight to get another connection to the other country. Where we're going to is very far away, and it's a country I've never been to, and it's a region of the world that I have also never been to. It's also a region of the world that is currently in conflict at the moment, so that should be fun. So I will show you the beautiful view one more time from the balcony, or in Spanish, the balcón. And with this, I will get my stuff ready. My friend is coming over for a mate, and then cut to the airport when hopefully we're checked in a lounge and either doing some work or playing some video games on the computer. Well, okay, we will share the last moment outside in Argentina and Buenos Aires together. I just took the taxi to the airport. Now we will fly to the US and we'll say goodbye to my favorite country in the world. But don't you worry, I will be back. It's a sad moment because I've spent a lot, in total 8 months in this country, not continuously, but in segments. But every time I leave, it is definitely a sad sight. Let's go inside and check our bags and get ready for our flight. We went through airport security and the entire staff at the check-in desk knew the videos, knew who I was. We talked for a while and they were actually surprised that I spoke a bit of Spanish. So if you're seeing this, thank you. And I also found out that I cannot bring sherba in my carry-on, so I had to put it in my checked bag. And then they told me I don't even have to check a bag, but because of the sherba, I have to check the bag. So we will have to get it in the US when we change Atlanta to Austin. However, the final destination is New York. I do have to figure that out at some point, but we'll deal with that when we get there. We board in about 5 minutes, so it's impossible to do that. So we're gonna head straight to the plane. I think I read it's 9 to 10 hours to Atlanta, then we change, then we have a layover, and then we will go to Austin or New York. We'll figure out. I have flights booked for both. So we made it to the gate. The line is getting shorter. I was supposed to board in like the groups before, but I never do. I always wait until the plane is basically boarded and then go on. The less time I can sit in a plane seat is the better. But we're gonna head on this. This is my first time flying with Delta, where you should land tomorrow morning. The time is 7:40, and I think we land at like 5 in the morning in Atlanta. First time in Atlanta, first time flying Delta. Should be a good one. I'll see you there. Just like that, after I think it's been 8 or 9 months since I've been back here, first leg of the journey is done. We've landed in Atlanta, which means we now need to get a connection to somewhere else in the United States. We will find that out very soon. All right, what I didn't tell you guys was I was supposed to fly to Austin, Texas from Atlanta. However, my flight to the next destination is out of New York. So I just had to go cancel the flight to Austin, Texas, then rebook a flight to New York. So we just flew Delta, but now we are flying Southwest to New York. So now we have to change terminals completely in basically the biggest airport in the world. I think it's 6 in the morning. So we're gonna head over there now. Do you wanna know how early it is in the morning? I'm literally the only one here. This is the strangest moment of my entire life. I've either taken a completely wrong turn or there's no one flying today. I hope it's the second one. Well, I found myself in a little bit of a situation. I'm in an airport taking a shower. Well, I'm finishing my shower. If you're coming to the airport, any airport, you need to start going to the lounge. It is the best value thing you can do. They have food, showers, drinks, anything you want. And for me, considering I'm flying to 4 different countries today, this is much needed.
Just some general boarding announcements. Please make sure your boarding pass has A, B, or C boarding.
Have a great day. So your chair's here.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye, you too. Thank you.
All right, well, that is leg number 2 down. From Buenos Aires to Atlanta, back to New York. And here, we're going to be here for about 6 to 7 hours. We're going to be picked up by someone a little special. We'll head back to a different airport here in New York and then go to our 3rd leg, which is Qatar. Qatar is not our final stop. It is absolutely freezing. I think there's still nieve on the roofs here in New York. It's definitely different than the climate in Buenos Aires, but let's get out of LaGuardia and keep moving. You know how I said a very special person was going to be picking us up? Well, every time I come to New York, it is a tradition that someone picks me up, and I can see that someone off in the distance. She's already angry. The New York air, the New York feel, the New York cold, it's always the same. And she is always in a bad mood. How are you? Good. My grandmother. Let's get in the car. What are you talking about now? How are you?
Oh, you.
All right, let's get out of LaGuardia. So the time is now 6:23 and we are leaving New York again, heading back to the airport, different airport, JFK this time. We flew in from LaGuardia, but let me show you the itinerary, and I don't even know if I've told you the final destination, but you're about to find out. This is our flight 2130 from New York JFK to Doha in Qatar. That is the first leg of this journey. That is 12 hours on the plane, connection time of 3 hours, so I'll be hanging out. But the final destination is, I can't even pronounce it, Lahore, Pakistan. That is where we're going. Lahore, Pakistan. That's definitely not how you say it. It's definitely an Arabic name, and I'm butchering it, but I will arrive there in 2 days from now. All right, well, we say goodbye to Grandma Grassi. We are back at a different airport, not LaGuardia. I'm unable to get my ticket because I think I have to show proof that I have the visa to Pakistan, but we are gonna go over to the Qatar Airlines desk and see if we can get that done hassle-free. For some reason, I don't think it'll be hassle-free. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you ask for things. I was sat in the center middle. It was going to be 12 hours in the middle row. I asked him for an exit seat. The flight is completely full. He would have given me the exit seat, but it wasn't available. But I got an aisle. An aisle is better than a middle seat for 12 hours. The time is currently 8:30. 3rd flight of the day. 4 in total. 1 more. This is going to Qatar, so this will cross up another country, making this country 76, and then Pakistan 77. Oh, I'm tired. And just like that, we have landed in Qatar. Country officially 76, but I'm not gonna count it because I'm not gonna step foot outside the airport because we have a connection in 3 hours to Pakistan. Let me tell you, Qatar is ranked, I think, the 3rd best airline in the world, and I will tell you once we get outside, I think it is up to that ranking. I wish I was able to show you a bit around this airport because it is probably the craziest airport that I've ever seen in my life. There's an Oreo cafe where it's every Oreo product you can think of, and you can make your own Oreos. The last hour, I went to the lounge. They upgraded me to the extra lounge. I found out that my buddy, who's also on this trip, He got put in the middle seat on his flight too. It's a disaster. But the time now, let me check. The time now is 7:08 on April 19th. If you remember, we started flying 8 p.m. on April 17th, so it's been 2 entire days. And we will land in Pakistan at 1:30 in the morning on April 19th, meaning we have been traveling for 3 consecutive calendar days. It feels like it's been maybe 24 hours time. I have no idea what day it is. Day of the week? No idea. It is a Friday. I think we left on a Wednesday, so that's how my internal clock destroyed. We're gonna land in Pakistan. Hopefully I'm able to fall asleep when I get there. I don't think that I'm going to be able to. The trip starts 8 a.m. that morning. So let's get on this flight. I think it's pretty quick. I think it's 3 or 4 hours over to Pakistan. Then they'll pick us up, go straight to the hotel, get everything sorted from there. It's a long day. It's a long 3 days, but it's coming to a close. We're almost there to a brand new country, a country I never thought I'd find myself in. Three days of flying, 4 different flights, 3 different continents. We have finally made it off the plane in Pakistan. The only thing I want to do is get through immigration and go to the hotel. Well, surprisingly, that was the quickest passport security immigration I've ever seen. I'm stamped in. It took a total of 15 seconds. We were waiting for the bag, then we're getting picked up, then we're going to the hotel. What time is it? In reality, it's 2 in the morning. In my head, I have no idea what time it is. This is the most travel I've done to get to a location except for Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan was worse though because I didn't sleep at all on the plane. This one I did, but I feel like a hot pile of garbage.
I've been to fuck, and then my friends were like, "You're radioactive." I'm like, "No shit."
Welcome to Hotel Pakistan. Well, actually, the ambiance in Pakistan. And let's check into our room. Why does it not work? Oh, it's working, okay. Man, let's check into our room and talk about some things again. Nothing can ever be easy while traveling. No, I'm kidding. I'm in a good mood. Let's check this place out. Pretty nice looking bathroom. Toothbrush. I need to brush my teeth so terribly. 2 beds. Oh, I gotta keep it down. You know what time it is right now? Do you want to know what time it is? 3:16 in the morning. Oh, I'm so tired. You could not even imagine. Bag is put down there. I have probably about an hour's worth of things to do still before I go to sleep. Anyway, here's what's going on. So, while we were coming to the hotel, we went through a checkpoint and the military took my passport and wouldn't let me through. Don't know why. The guy didn't really know why. Then we come to the hotel. You can notice there are 2 beds behind me. Apparently, I am supposed to share this room with a stranger. That wasn't supposed to be the situation. That person's supposed to arrive at 7 in the morning. I am tired. I want to sleep by myself. So I told them, I need to sleep by myself. It's supposed to be figured out, but we will see. I am here with a company, so the company is sorting everything. So, I mean, it's out of my control, kind of, but when you're under the assumption that something's gonna be one way and then it's different. Anyways, tomorrow is supposed to be a pretty calm day. I think only a dinner with everyone else who's coming here. And I don't think there's supposed to be any excursions or anything. From what the guide told me on the ride, we're going through like the north of Pakistan. We're doing a bunch of like food things, mountain things, go-karting. I have no idea. No itinerary has been given at all. What you know is what I know. Thank you all Patreon, Facebook, and Instagram subscribers for making this channel possible and travels around the world. I am going to bed. I will see you tomorrow.